Hello everyone and welcome back to our DIY Fin channel, and in today's episode we're going to be deep diving into the knee panel, framing and the sidewalls. And the sidewalls is a big and important part of the 737 cockpit, and it adds so much realism, but it's quite difficult to make. So in this episode we can be looking at how we make sidewall frames. Without further saying, let's actually get into the video. Hopefully you will enjoy this. It's been long in the making. So the knee panel is the next section, which is essentially right here. And this is the fiberglass that we haven't finished yet, specifically the knee panel. All right. So I might have a picture for you on the knee panel. I can show you, but here to here, it's just a kind of panel that houses the lighting controls for these LED strips that we basically have here. I have this piece cut here. It's gonna go flush with the MIP. Just need to cut it to the correct length so it fits there. It's also gonna pull this edge straight. All right, I got this installed now. Going across here, it's screwed in right there to this, and it now pulls this nice and straight line. A little bit flex in the middle, but that's gonna be fixed when we get the frame here. And on the other side, just through the wall right here. All right, everybody, I have this frame done now. You can see we have this sort of, it's 45-degree angle, and these are 80mm tall, and this bottom here is 21mm, so totaling 101mm. I'm not sure if I can do this one-handed, probably not, but I can show it you approximately. Oh yeah, approximately like this. Of course not at all, but like that's how it's going to go. We're gonna fasten it on all these spots, and then it's actually done. All right, so we got the other side now complete as well. So now we have 2 of these knee panels. So all the knee panels done, the frame at least. And now we also gotta add, as I mentioned, the back plate for the backlighting, and yeah, the bolt for that, both sides. But now we can essentially move onto the fiberglass. Put the fiberglass finally in here. It's been like this for months, so we can finally wrap up the fiberglass. Take a look at this. We have got the fiberglass installed on here, and now I have it also sanded. It's quite rough, and the corners ended up being quite bad, so I had to sand a lot, and some of the corners are now like completely without fiberglass, and that sucks. But that's actually not that big of a deal. We'll just put some filler on there, and then we'll paint this. All right, and now we're gonna be moving on to the sidewalls, and first of all we're gonna look at the first officer sidewall in Fusion 360, and in this episode we're going to be focusing on the framing and the surface level paneling, and in the next episode we'll be looking at the fiberglass that will go on top of this, and possibly more about the windows. But essentially what we have here in frame right now is what we will be building in this episode, minus these panels, because the fiberglass needs to go first. But it is relatively simple, yet it looks little overwhelming at first sight. A lot of complex angles, shapes, but making it out of the fiberboard and wood is actually not that big of a deal, and it can be done with a little bit of patience and experience, and we do have some experience from making these things before. But this is what we're gonna be making in this episode, and we'll also do the captain side, which is the exact same but mirrored. But this sidewall section here for the captain and first officer side is the goal of the episode. So let's just get into it and see how it actually went. So this is the very first piece of wood with some L brackets, and this is the start of it. Nothing much yet.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we can see that we have advanced a lot more here. That's the part we had done last time. Now we have all of these and one of the vertical beams as well. This is the height of the window frame, or the beginning of the window frame, and it's gonna go up like this. That is pretty absurd angle in all directions, but that's how it is in the real plane, I guess. So it's coming along pretty nice. This is, I would call this the foundation, and next up we'll just add more of these vertical support, and then we'll add our paneling here. We have the fiberboard, and then we'll add the fiberglass on top of that, of course. But that's gonna be in a long time, not anytime soon, because we're probably gonna finish both of the walls before we even get the fiberglassing. Alright, so I have started on the fiberboard install, and you can see now the shape of this a little bit better. Here we will have the first sort of level, and we have the map light here, then we have oxygen mask, and then we have some paper holders, and then I think it's a cup holder right at the end here. That's coming there. We do have all of them. I think we already showed you, but we do have the oxygen panels, all of those printed there. And then you can see that just working on this section. And if we compare this section, you can see it's that section right there. And you can see that we have to move a little bit more backwards. So we gotta go a little bit this way, and then we'll just come here in an angle like so. And we will have basically a pocket there for, I think the sun visor is in there, and then there is other stuff. I believe the fire gloves are stored in there, but those are the things that we probably won't have. A visor is probably not needed. We're trying to make this as light as possible, so you can see we don't have anything on the back here. I mean, I will have a little bit something to hold this together, because it's a little bit like this now. But as little wood as possible, so we can keep this as light, because the fiberglass is gonna be plenty strong enough when we line this whole thing with that. Alright, so now we have this sort of sidewall there, and now this is gonna be another wall here, and it's gonna be sort of a pocket area here for all the stuff. I think I explained it last time, but now we're going to install, at least make the hole for this vent, and it's gonna go roughly around there. We're gonna cut a hole for it so that we have some ventilation for the sidewall. We'll worry about wiring up the ventilation and ducting later, but we'll get the hole cut now so that we can move on. Now we have the vent cover hole made. Just a simple hole like this, and the vent goes in. Simple like that. Now the actual vent is gray, so we will go ahead and spray paint this gray when we are ready to install this. But that will be after the fiberglass. So we can now move on, and we're gonna start to work on the table area, which will have all the chart holders, map light adjustments, and all of that. So we'll get into this area now. Right, this is now the sidewall, basically done. Of course we are missing the holes right there, but you can see all the paneling is here. Now there's some stuff on the back that I need to figure out. I'm not sure how we're gonna be doing that, but you can see the main structure and the most complicated part is done. Also here we have some sort of a support column rib thing that needs to be done. But like, you know, as I'm saying, this is like the main structure, the most important part. Then we just need to do the holes. I'll see if I do the holes now or after the fiberglass for a couple of reasons, but you know, it's not pretty on the backside, but it doesn't need to be. I don't want it to be very heavy, so we have just little pieces or pieces cut short, because the fiberglass that we will lay on top of this will actually make the, you know, strength to this thing. This is just to get the shape right. For the captain side sidewall, I'm just gonna have a time lapse for you, so here we go. get to hopefully see that sort of build montage that I did. This sidewall is now also done, or at least at the same point as this one. So we have both the sidewalls, and next up will be the window bottom framing, and then we'll continue up to the windows. But I think for now we're gonna leave these as is for at least a week, and then next week when we have better time we'll go ahead and probably, but not sure, either start the upper piece or then we do the fiberglass there. But I think this is gonna be a good point to stop this video so that we can show you something, and then we'll do another video where we finish the fiberglass and probably do some mounting of the electronic hardware that we have here. But it took quite a long time to get both of these sidewalls done, but now that they are done, it's a huge relief and a huge big step forward. So thank you for watching today's episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, just for the end of the video, here you can see now the sidewall next to the whole simulator. I know it's not aligned and it doesn't really look like much, but essentially that's where it goes when it's finished, and it will have some mounting bolts. But just to show you the complete setup, how it will actually be. It's a little bit of a misaligned there, but it's looking really good actually. So thank you for watching again.